Oh, hello there. Yes, well, I'm easy, like, Ryder, I guess. Anyway, yes, today, now lots of you all know that I'm no fan of binary things. I'm a bit of a non-binary person myself in many ways. The recent ruling that lots of very concerned citizens were jumping up and down about a couple of weeks ago, as it realistically is starting to become now, has sort of appeared demon-like in the background from its, non-binary nature, if you like. Those people popping champagne corks outside high courts were, of course, celebrating the fact that they finally are able to prove that a word on their t-shirt has some legal meaning. For the rest of us, it's not really there, is it? Because there is no real understanding of exactly what that might mean, and it appears to fly in the face of people who have, for example, gender recognition certificates. Now, I work with a lot of young people who may well identify as gay or lesbian or non-binary, or indeed some of them trans. Done that a lot in the last decade or so, such is the nature of my work. Some people seem to feel that I should in some way be quite judgmental about them and perhaps, give them a stern talking to or point at them and laugh because they have funny hair or something. Because obviously that's going to make them stop doing these stupid things that they are when they're patently gay, or insert whatever particular thing you're keen on here. And I should just try and do that, and somehow that will stop them because things, yeah? I also have quite a lot of conversations in about the last 5 years with young people who will assure me that teachers such as myself make people gay or make them trans. It's always intriguing for me to have conversations with them about as to why it is that I can't make them trans or gay, and the reason is, of course, that they are magically immune to it. It's almost like there is actually something like some sort of innate thing about being gay or lesbian or bisexual or trans or non-binary. It's almost like it's, quite innate and you can't really change it, but obviously that would fly in the face of, a non-binary reason. So all of those adults jumping up and down that will, of course, in due course, inform me that the law has now changed. It hasn't, and that I should do things I don't need to, and that various things must be done in terms of toilets or changing rooms or the 100 metres relay. It isn't, will be wrong. And that will, though, however, cause them to become very, very angry because, of course, they are definitely right. Because a whole bunch of people that they keep seeing every 15.5 seconds within all of our media landscape will be telling them this because, after all, they've won. It's a bit like with Cass. They won, didn't they? So it's all been won. It's all been sorted. And, there shouldn't be any other things that need to be done. Except, of course, there are. And the problem for someone like me is, number one, that's going to mean that I might well face vexatious claims on myself by people that don't understand that they're wrong. And it will also mean, for a whole bunch of people out there, that they'll become very, 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 very angry because, having told themselves that they're right because they live in a black and white universe, they will discover that they aren't right. And, of course, therefore, the universe will have to change and lose a lot of its colour. Speaking of which, we do have some very interesting court cases coming up involving one Mr. G. Linner. And those are going to be very interesting to watch because he will be able to buy some very, very expensive legal advice. And if he loses, we can't blame that on activist judges. Yeah, I would imagine that if he goes in front of a beak who's Ava Braun, who has a long history of not being particularly left-wing, that it will still be problematic and he will still, number one, be the victim, and number two, have, God on his side or something similar. Anyway, for the rest of us, we'll just try and bundle our way through. I just think, that people are as they are. It's not my job, or I think anyone else's, to tell them they're not who they think they are. It's an incredibly odd adult position to take. I'm reminded of sometimes in my life, if you sort of get unfortunately mixed up in a group of friends, one of whom will have an affair with someone else, and one group of friends will split off and they say, well, what do you think about this with bad person A compared to bad person B? And I say, whatever, it's up to them what they want to do. They're adults. At which point, invariably, some most sensible voices will say, which side are you on? And the answer is, I'm on the side of just allowing people to do what they're going to do. I think that's the most sensible thing you can as an adult. You can jump up and down. You can, if you want, get very, very angry about what other people are doing. But ultimately, what you're doing is simply getting angry because your view of the world is problematic. Why not just allow people to be people? Anyway, do have a glorious Sunday, and remember, if you're going to church or synagogue or anything else, do try to be as judgmental as you can be. After all, who wants colour in the world, eh?